Teen Bears come to the state of Oregon and get out of here with a sweep. Well, the first play of the ball game was a good one for the Bears, and then the Ducks got on a little bit of a run, and then it was all Cal. They win it 78-64. We're joined by head coach of the Bears, Mark Fox. Coach, congratulations. Heck of a week for the Bears. Your thoughts on today's ball game?
Well, I'm really proud of our team. We had a lot of young guys that played well. I felt like that before the game that we had great preparation, and it really, we really played well. We had some burps. We didn't play perfect. We turned it over too much. We made some errors, but we competed with great belief and execution most of the game, and we're really super proud of these guys to be able to leave here with a win and the trip with a sweep.
How do you score 24 straight points in a row? You were down 12-5, and you turn around and it's 29-12. What's it take to score 24 straight against a team like Oregon?
Well, the one thing that I felt like, and it just goes back to the big picture, is a year ago, Oregon's matchups, we were smaller across the board. And they've had to move some guys around. They're basically playing three little guards. And so if you look at the matchups, we have some advantages, and it's harder to score against us. And our defense was key during that stretch. And then we told our team, take the mid-range jumper. Don't try and challenge this guy at the rim. They're going to take away the three. Take the mid-range jumper. It's still a great shot in basketball. And we made several of them and got on a little roll, and then fortunately never really looked back.
And when you had to have it, and especially we were talking about coming out in the second half, we knew they'd make a couple runs. They're a good team. You withstood the charges, and then it was Shepard, and there were others, but it was Shepard when you really had to have baskets. He was phenomenal. 33 today, 13 of 15 from the line coming down the stretch. Talk about his performance.
Well, I thought what was key is we really were disappointed in our start to the half, and they got to the free throw line, it seemed like every single time, and we were not pleased with our mental attachment to start the second half. But at the timeout, and everyone was a little bit emotional, I just said, will you guys stop? I said, we're still up like 14. Calm down and just do your jobs. And we composed ourselves, and we got to the game late. We had some lineups where we didn't even try to run offense because we were just too disjointed. And that's where we miss Andre. And because they went small, we couldn't play Lars. And so we just decided to keep the ball in Shep's hands, and he really finished the game well.
Yeah, he did a terrific job. Talk about the defense against Oregon. They came in, they rely on the three ball a lot, and those three perimeter guys can take a lot and they can make a lot. And you talked about that with Rich before the game started, that we have to defend the three-point line, but we also have to defend the drive. Tell us about that balance and how it worked out for you.
Well, if you can only do one of them against Oregon, you better guard the three. So at the half, they were 1 for 13. Obviously in the second half we didn't defend the drive very well, so they got to the line a lot. But we continued to guard the three until very late in the game, and so I thought that was really significant that we were able to do such a good job on the three-point line.
Coach, can you put into words what this victory means for you? I mean, this is the biggest upset of the season in the conference. This is a hell of a win for you guys.
You know what? I don't really. I guess no one thought we would win, but it doesn't matter what other people think. And it's not about me. It's just about our team and our program. This isn't about me. This is about trying to establish and reestablish Cal. That's what this is about. And these young people today performed really at a high level to give us a great win. And it's one that they can be proud of. It's one that we can build off of. But we expected to win. We didn't come here thinking, let's just try and keep it close. Now, that's not the mentality that we had, and fortunately, we had that play-to-win mentality, and it helped us become successful today.
And you talk about building momentum. Now you got 3 in a row at home, and a chance to take what you've learned on the road and take it back home and put it to use.
Well, you got to take them one at a time. It will be good to be back at home if we can get some energy back in the building, and we need to have that. That's such an advantage in college basketball, and so hopefully we'll have some decent crowds, and because you need it. And we'll have some challenges without Andre the rest of the way. There's just no way to hide that. So we're going to have to make sure that every game we're extremely diligent on how we're trying to play, and that's the only way we can compensate for the loss of such a good player.
Coach, congratulations to you, the staff, and especially all the players sticking with it after the whole losing streak. It was, we're doing the right things and we're going to break through, and we didn't come here to get close, and you got it done.
So, like you mentioned, the losing streak, okay, and you have to understand this. That was a tough stretch, and we're not, we're going to own our performance during that stretch. But we're also going to understand during that stretch, you find out who's really with you and who's not. And I'll tell you what, those kids in the locker room, they never wavered, not 1 second. Go Bears.
Coach, you deserve it. Congratulations. The Bears